Hello there, very good evening and welcome to the news tonight, where we get you the day's top stories from India and across the world. Let's start with the headlines. Polling ends peacefully in Himachal Pradesh for 68 assembly constituencies. Reports of malfunctioning of EVMs and VVPATs from some places. No respite from the toxic smog covering Delhi and adjoining areas for the third day in a row. Air quality worsens by the hour as state government reintroduces the odd-even scheme from the 13th of November. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee inaugurate the Bandhan Express, a direct train service between Kolkata and Khulna. And Donald Trump and Xi Jinping hold talks over North Korea and trade. The US president causes a flutter on social media as he gets around the Great Firewall of China to send out messages on Twitter, which is banned by Beijing. Our top story of the day coming in from Himachal Pradesh. The fate of 337 candidates has been sealed in ballot boxes in the state. Voters came out in good numbers, with over 74% of the people having cast their ballot till 5 p.m.
Polling for 68 assembly constituencies ended on Thursday in Himachal Pradesh. Polling was largely peaceful, even as there were some reports of malfunctioning of EVMs and VVPATs at some places.
Total percentage of poll reported is 74%. I also would like to inform you that about in 500 polling stations, still there was queue and people were casting vote. So this 74% is likely to go up once we get the final figure late in the night. But when we compare the poll percentage of last assembly election in 2012, polling percentage was 73.51%.
जैसे पानी की है, बिजली की है, रास्ते की है, टाउन डेवलपमेंट है, वो सब चीज में ख्याल करने वाला चाहिए।
इसमें हमें सुरक्षा पहुंचे और नई जनरेशन है जो हमारी नशा ये सारी चीजें होती है इसके खिलाफ हो, जो उनके लिए मैंने इस बार अपना वोट दिया।
The ruling Congress and the BJP have candidates on all 68 seats, while the BSP has contested 42. Followed by the CPIM at 14, Swabhiman Party and Lok Gathbandhan Party 6 each, and the CPI at 3 seats. Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh and former Chief Minister Prem Kumar Dhumal came in early to cast their votes at Rampur and Samirpur respectively.
हमको पूर्ण बहुमत प्राप्त होगा, इसके कोई मायने नहीं है। हमने खूब जमकर लड़ाई लड़ी और हम जीतेंगे।
पार्टी ने लक्ष्य रखा था 50+, लेकिन सब वर्गों का जो समर्थन मिल रहा है उसके बाद लगता है अब तो 60+ होगा।
Voters came with several issues on their mind, including dynastic politics and women's safety.
इधर हमारी कंस्टिट्यूएंसी का जो है 75 से बाद हम देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर हमारा लोकल बंदा कोई नहीं आ रहा है, सारे बाहर से ही आ रहे हैं। इसलिए हमारा लोकल बंदा कोई नहीं है और वंशवाद बाप है, फिर बाप से बेटा, बेटे से आगे बेटे चले आ रहे हैं। इसके विरोध में हमारा वोट है।
लोगों के बारे में भी देखे, ये नहीं कि अपनी फैमिली को बढ़ावा दे, लोगों को आगे भी बढ़ना चाहिए।
Even though polling was slow to begin with, it picked up later in the day, with the state recording over 74% polling till 5 p.m. A total of 337 candidates are in the fray for the 68-member Legislative Assembly. Akhilesh Suman's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
A toxic smog covered Delhi for the third day in a row today. The air quality worsened by the hour, forcing the Delhi government to declare a pollution emergency. Entry of trucks and construction activity were banned in the city, even as the government announced that the car rationing system, the odd-even scheme, will be reintroduced from between 13th and the 17th of November.
As the national capital region battles an acute pollution crisis, the Delhi government on Thursday decided to bring back the odd-even scheme starting next week. The exemptions under the scheme will remain the same as last time.
13th to 17th November odd even लागू रहेगा, and I'm appealing to all residents that they cooperate in this hour of crisis. Since time is very short, we are going ahead with the same exemptions which were last time.
जो स्थिति है दिल्ली में इतना पॉल्यूशन है तो इस हिसाब से इस लिहाज से अगर ये फैसला लिया गया और इसे आगे भी बरकरार रखा जाए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। सिर्फ ऑड इवन नहीं, बहुत सारे जो अनरेगुलेटेड कार्स है, व्हीकल्स हैं जो डीजल एमिटेड है या बहुत पुरानी BS2 या BS1 को बिलोंग करते हैं, उन पे भी ये लगना चाहिए।
The Delhi High Court also issued a slew of directions to improve air quality, including watering of roads to minimize dust. Calling it an emergency situation, the court asked the government to consider the option of cloud seeding to induce rainfall artificially. The National Green Tribunal has meanwhile ordered a blanket ban on construction and industrial activities as well as entry of trucks into the city. In view of the life-threatening pollution levels, the NHRC also issued notices to the centre and the governments of Delhi, Punjab and Haryana.
केंद्र सरकार अपने प्रयासों में कोई भी कमी नहीं छोड़ेगी। प्रधानमंत्री जी स्वयं और प्रधानमंत्री जी का कार्यालय भी इस सारे विषय के ऊपर पूरी गहराई से रुचि लेकर और अपनी पैनी निगाह बनाकर रखे हुए हैं।
इतने बड़े बड़े कदम उठाने के बावजूद भी ट्रकों की एंट्री बंद करने से आप लोग सोच सकते हो कि काफी कठिनाई पूरे दिल्ली को होगी, एसेंशियल कमोडिटी। इसके बावजूद भी हम सोचें कि पोल्यूशन के अंदर बहुत भारी कमी आएगी, ऐसा नजर नहीं आता, क्योंकि ये डेटा दिखा रहा है। जब तक क्रॉप बर्निंग का समाधान नहीं निकाला जाएगा, जो हर साल इस 1 महीने के अंदर होता ही होता है, 1 महीने के लिए हमारा दिल्ली, पूरा दिल्ली, उत्तर भारत गैस चैम्बर बन जाता है। जब तक इसका समाधान नहीं निकालेंगे इस समस्या का, तब तक नहीं हो सकता।
हरियाणा में जो कुछ हो सकता है वो सब किया है। पराली जलाने वालों को हमने आग्रह भी किया है वो रोकें। हमने इम्प्लीमेंट्स इसी प्रकार के लोग खरीदें जिसके अंदर पराली को इकट्ठा करके उसका अन्य उपयोग करें, जलाएं नहीं, ताकि प्रदूषण रोका जा सके।
The United Nations has also called for an all-encompassing approach to tackle the toxic haze that has engulfed Delhi NCR. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
The Centre's Special Representative to Jammu and Kashmir, Dineshwar Sharma, arrived in Jammu today on the second leg of his visit to the state. He discussed issues crucial to peace with Governor N.N. Vora and Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti in the valley, and also held talks with the BJP delegation and other groups. Sharma is expected to hold meetings with over 30 delegations during the course of his 3-day visit. On Thursday, he also met representatives of various political parties and civil society in Srinagar. He said that he will try his best to meet Hurriyat leaders on his next visit to the state. Meanwhile, India today said that peace talks with Pakistan can only be held in a conducive environment between the two nations. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar's remarks to this effect came in a response to a question over reports from Pakistan on the possibility of resuming the stalled Indo-Pak talks. India and Pakistan had announced resumption of talks under the Comprehensive Bilateral Dialogue format during External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj in Islamabad in December 2015. The dialogue, however, hit a roadblock after the Pathankot terror strike by a Pakistan-based terror outfit in 2016.
The position remains the same. It has not changed from our side. We always have maintained that for the talks to go ahead, there should be a conducive environment, atmosphere which has to be created, and that environment has to be created which is free of terror, which is free of terrorism, and which is free of terrorists getting support from Pakistan.
Turning our focus to another neighbour, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina jointly inaugurated the Bandhan Express train service between Kolkata and Khulna through video conferencing earlier today. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee also joined the inauguration ceremony from Kolkata. The fully air-conditioned Bandhan Express will run as a weekly passenger train service every Thursday from both Kolkata and Khulna. Bandhan Express also joined the Kolkata-Dhaka Moitri Express to become the second cross-border train plying between the two countries. Prime Minister Modi said that the words Bandhan and Moitri define the core of the bilateral relationship between the two neighbours. He also said that both the countries are working to restore the pre-1965 rail and road connectivity that existed between the two economies.
इंटरनेशनल पैसेंजर टर्मिनल्स के उद्घाटन से कोलकाता ढाका मैत्री एक्सप्रेस द्वारा जो आज शुरू हुई कोलकाता खुलना बंधन एक्सप्रेस के यात्रियों को बहुत सुविधा होगी। इससे उन्हें न सिर्फ कस्टम्स और इमिग्रेशन में आसानी होगी, बल्कि उनकी यात्रा के समय में भी करीब 3 घंटे की बचत होगी।
উভয় কার্যক্রমের মধ্যে আমাদের দীর্ঘদিনের এই দুই দেশেরই, বিশেষ করে আমাদের দুই পাশাপাশি দুই অঞ্চলের মানুষের দীর্ঘদিনের একটা স্বপ্ন পূরণ হলো। কলকাতা চিতপুরে নতুন আন্তর্জাতিক যাত্রী টার্মিনাল সহ এসব উদ্যোগ ঢাকা, কলকাতা এবং খুলনা কলকাতার মধ্যে আরামদায়ক ভ্রমণে সহায়ক হবে বলে আমি মনে করি।
Britain's Prince Charles and his wife Duchess of Cornwall Camilla Parker Bowles paid their respects today at Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate. The royal couple laid a wreath at the memorial and posed for photographs. They later met students at the British Council, where Prince Charles was quizzed by a few children. Charles and Camilla landed in India on Wednesday as part of their 10-day tour of 4 nations: Singapore, Malaysia, Brunei and India. This is the 9th visit of the Prince of Wales to India since 1975, and the last being in 2013. On Wednesday, he held talks on wide-ranging issues with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also invited him to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to be held next year in the UK. In more national news, voting for the by-polls to Madhya Pradesh's Chitrakoot Assembly seat ended with about 44.64% voting till 2 p.m. Congress candidate Nilanshu Chaturvedi, BJP's nominee Shankar Dayal Tripathi and 10 others were in the fray for the by-election. The by-election was necessitated following the death of Congress MLA Prem Singh after a prolonged illness in May this year. Counting of the votes will be taken up on the 12th of November. Meanwhile, Union Minister KJ Alphonse was elected unopposed to the Rajya Sabha seat from Rajasthan on Thursday. Neither the state nor other opposition parties had fielded a candidate for the seat. The seat fell vacant after M. Venkaiah Naidu was elected as Vice President on the 5th of August. KJ Alphonse thanked Prime Minister Modi, BJP President Amit Shah and Rajasthan Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje for his victory. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu has stressed on the need to create more opportunities for self-employment in rural India. The Vice President said this while addressing the International Mentoring Summit in New Delhi.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on Thursday underscored the importance of rural entrepreneurs in ushering in an aspirational rural India. Addressing the International Mentoring Conference on mentoring young grampreneurs for inclusive growth, he said rural India is not only changing rapidly, but the rural youth are also better informed and displaying an entrepreneurial spirit.
Even after this many years, there are still economic disparities. There is some amount of urban-rural divide. There is every need to take care of the suppressed, oppressed, depressed people who are underprivileged, to give them a helping hand. It is the duty of the society.
The Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust, which encourages youths for entrepreneurship, held the event to mark its 25th anniversary. It also saw Prince Charles as a guest. The Vice President gave away awards to entrepreneurs and those promoting entrepreneurship in rural areas.
The constraints like access to credit, advantage of technology, marketing support need to be addressed, and I think BYST model of mentoring can play a significant role in guiding those youngsters in the growth of entrepreneurial culture.
The Vice President said the government has started schemes like Skill India and Startup India to encourage youths for self-employment. He said the challenge is to encourage more youth to become entrepreneurs rather than be job seekers. Navikram Singh's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And Finance Minister Arun Jaitley asserted on Thursday that entrepreneurship will be the strength of the Indian economy. He also cautioned that jobs in the public as well as organized private sectors will not be enough for the country's huge working population.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Thursday stressed on the need for skill and entrepreneurship development programs to increase employment avenues for the youth joining the workforce in the country. He was speaking at the National Entrepreneurship Awards 2017 held on the third foundation day of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship.
India is a country with a very large population, and a country with a large population both in the government, that is the center or the state or the public sectors or government enterprises, there is a limited capacity of job creation.
Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Dharmendra Pradhan said the government is focused on skilling of manpower to provide better employability for the industries. The scale of job creation required in India today is unprecedented. India needs to create 15 to 20 million jobs every year to employ its workforce. With technology displacing jobs, the government feels entrepreneurship is a bankable option to create jobs. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And here's a look at what else made news across the country today in Nationwide. Income tax officials raided the premises of Tamil television channel Jaya TV in Chennai and a farmhouse of Deepose AIADMK leader TTV Dinakaran in Puducherry as part of multiple searches of suspected tax evasion. The IT department also searched the premises of some other people linked to Dinakaran and his jailed aunt, V.K. Sasikala. The searches were conducted over suspected tax evasion as part of Operation Clean Money that was initiated post-demonetization. The Supreme Court on Thursday referred a plea regarding alleged bribes taken in the name of judges to a constitution bench comprising top 5 senior-most Apex Court judges. The Apex Court issued the notice to the Centre and the CBI on a plea which asked for setting up a special investigation team. A former Odisha High Court judge has been named as an accused. Hizbul Mujahideen militant Shaukat Ahmed Lone was arrested in Kashmir's Kulgam district. Lone was reportedly tasked with killing policemen and taking their weapons. The police seized a pistol and 4 rounds from him. A case under Section 7 and 25 of the Arms Act was registered against him and an investigation is underway. Lone has been reportedly involved in militancy for over a decade and was working on the instructions of local Hizbul Mujahideen commander Riaz Naiku. A quick break here. Up next, we'll get you the top international stories.
Basic work is on to understand the neural mechanism of REM sleep regulation. Means how does the brain regulate it? Okay. And then what is the function of this REM sleep? Generally, it is believed, and experimentally it has been found mostly, dreams during REM sleep you remember, others you don't. If the sleep is disturbed, most of the functions get disturbed in our body, and the quantum and quality might vary.
Watch Eureka with Dr. Birendra Nath Malik, Professor at Neurobiology Department in the School of Life Sciences, JNU, only on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. Let's get to international news. And US President Donald Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping held talks over North Korea, trade and other issues in Beijing on Thursday. Both leaders held a series of meetings and oversaw the signing of multi-billion-dollar business deals. And interestingly, Trump has been tweeting about all the developments, which took many by surprise as Twitter and a few other social networking sites are banned in China. Here are the details. Day 2 of Trump's visit to China, and Chinese President Xi Jinping rolled out the red carpet welcome for the US president. The welcoming ceremony outside Beijing's Great Hall of People was broadcast live on state television, unprecedented treatment for a visiting leader.
总统阁下，中国人民解放军仪仗队列队完毕，请您检阅。
in the day, the US president and his Chinese counterpart held a series of meetings and announced the signing of $250 billion worth of business deals. Trump lavished praises on Xi Jinping and even swerved away from blaming China for the trade deficit. The Chinese leader reciprocated with equal praise for Trump and said that China will open its doors wider for the US.
太平洋足够之大，容得下中美两国。双方应该在亚太事务中加强沟通和合作，培育共同的朋友圈，形成建设性的互动的局面，共同维护和促进地区的和平和繁荣。
As expected, discussion on how to deal with North Korea's threats to the region dominated the talks. Trump also thanked Xi for efforts such as restricting trade with Pyongyang.
The United States is committed to the complete and permanent denuclearization of North Korea. So important. China can fix this problem easily and quickly. And I am calling on China and your great president to hopefully work on it very hard. I know one thing about your president. If he works on it hard, it will happen. There's no doubt about it. They know.
The two leaders also said that they would work together to tackle terrorism and drug trafficking, while Xinhua state news agency reported that Trump had said that the US government upholds the One China policy in his talks with Xi. But amid the bonhomie and meetings, one thing that caught the world's attention was the US president's tweets. China, known for its Great Firewall, blocks access to many foreign websites, including Twitter. But the Chinese Foreign Ministry skirted the issue with a quick clarification.
那么你关心推特的问题，我可以告诉你，在中国，人们有充分的渠道与外部进行沟通，只是方式各种各样而已。比如说，有人用微信，有人用微博，有人用手机用苹果，也有人用华为。我想大家都是有充分的渠道可以跟外界进行沟通的。
President Trump also met Chinese Premier Li Keqiang and held a bilateral meeting. Trump is the first foreign leader to officially visit China since the end of a key Communist Party Congress last month, and also the first head of state to be granted an official dinner in China's Forbidden City during his trip. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. And here are more updates from across the world in Global Buzz. The British Secretary of State for International Development, Priti Patel, resigned yesterday amid a political storm over her secret meetings with Israeli officials. She was summoned back from Kenya by Prime Minister Theresa May after it was revealed that she met senior Israeli officials during a family holiday in the summer. Several Asia-Pacific leaders arrived in Vietnam today ahead of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Da Nang. Trade and foreign ministers had been discussing wording for the leaders' statement to be made at a summit that will include the US President, Donald Trump, and his counterparts from China, Japan, Russia, Canada, Australia, and other APEC members. A suicide bomber killed a senior Pakistani police official on his way to work and two others today in the restive southwestern province of Balochistan. The bombing claimed the lives of Additional Inspector General Hamid Shakil, his driver and another police officer, while three others were seriously injured. The Pakistani Taliban has claimed responsibility for the attack. Catalan Parliament Speaker and 5 lawmakers arrived at Spain's Supreme Court in Madrid today to answer charges of rebellion and sedition for their roles in staging a banned referendum on Catalonia's independence last month. The court will decide whether to remand Speaker Carme Forcadell and the lawmakers while the investigation continues or release them under certain conditions. And finally, let's get you some updates from the world of sports in SportsBeat. Top-seeded Indian duo of Leander Paes and Purav Rajya entered the quarterfinals of the Knoxville Challenger. Paes and Rajya defeated the American team of Kevin King and Bradley Clun 6-2, 6-4 in a 55-minute long game, while Divij Sharan lost the game and bowed out from the Bratislava event with his partner. Sharan and his Russian partner Mikhail Elgin lost their game against Netherlands' Sander Arons and Croatia's Antonio Sancic 4-7, 7-6, 4-10. Canada's Denis Shapovalov secured his first win at the next-gen ATP finals in Milan by beating Italy's Gianluigi Quinzi 4-1, 4-1, 3-4, 4-3. Shapovalov won the opening 2 sets against Quinzi, but the Italian turned the game in the third set. Shapovalov will next face Russia's Andrei Rublev. In another match, Croatia's Borna Koric defeated Russia's Daniil Medvedev 4-2, 2-4, 4-1, 4-2. Koric will next face Russia's Karen Khachanov. West Indies postponed their visit to Pakistan for a 3-match T20 series after Caribbean players expressed concerns about their security in the country. Pakistan Cricket Board sources said that the tour will now be planned next year when a window is available to both the teams, but PCB made no official comment on the fate of the tour. That's all we could pack in on the news tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.